At the same time, when it's a serious subject, they give us all the information we need.
Gets us ready for the day.
The news I need to start the day with.
Today in LA.
Today in LA.
After my car accident, I wondered what my case was worth. So I call the Barnes firm.
I'm Rich Barnes. Is your accident case worth more than insurance offered? Call the Barnes firm now to find out. You might be surprised.
The perfect gifts. The Jewelry Exchange has diamond pendants $99, diamond clusters $249 per carat, 5-carat diamond tennis bracelets $8.99, 1-carat studs and solitaires $2.99. Great service, selection, and prices. Factory direct. The Jewelry Exchange, Tustin.
It's At Home in the Valley, a warehouse full of rugs. Too many rugs, way too many rugs. It's time for a sale. Save on thousands of rugs in stock. Take one home today. Modern, traditional, shag, solids, and textures, all at low, low prices. Roll runners for stairs and hallways, any length you need. Since 1979, At Home in the Valley, 16531 Satakoy Street, Van Nuys, 818-780-4663, online at athomeinthevalley.com.
It's your moment. It's another hand pick. Morongo's new high-limit room is awesome. Having a cheer with friends. Everybody having fun. It's a good day. You know this is your day. And you're the winner. Morongo. Good times.
At Mathis Home, we have your style in stock now during the Spring Style event with doorbuster savings in every department. This 5-piece set is a great example. Get the dual pedestal table and a rich walnut finish with 4 side chairs in your choice of colors, all 5 pieces just $8.98. That's an incredible deal. We have over 100 dining sets in stock with fast and easy financing and free delivery. Get your new dining room and save now during the Spring Style event at Mathis Home.
Breaking right now at 4:30, flames from a massive warehouse fire ignite the sky over Ontario. We have live team coverage on its suspicious cause and what it means for neighbors.
Back on the streets, nearly half of the people who received help through LA's Inside Safe program are homeless once again, and they're finding shelter in dangerous places. What the city is doing in response.
This is Today in LA at 4:30 with breaking news.
Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Lynette Romero.
And good morning, everyone. I'm Michelle Vias in for Adrian. That breaking news coming out of Ontario, where a massive warehouse is on fire. That's what you see right there. A lot of people seeing it for miles away. Started at around 12:30 this morning along South Hellman Avenue. The fire is burning in a huge building over 1 million square feet at the Kimberly Clark warehouse.
Now, at one point, one employee was reported missing, but firefighters say that's no longer the case. As of right now, no one has been injured. Firefighters also tell NBC4 that this fire is considered suspicious. One person of interest is in custody right now. Now, this is a live look at the scene this morning. You can still see all of the smoke in the air and the flames, the glow of those flames. Firefighters are working to put out the flames. We understand 150 people are on scene trying to put this out. Residents nearby tell us they can see ash falling and the huge flames from miles away. NBC4's Lauren Coronado is there right now. She is gathering the very latest details, and she will have a live report for us coming up at the top of the hour. But we're going to turn right now to NBC4's John Caddy's Klimac. You're live in the neighborhood there next to the warehouse fire. Tell us what some of those concerns might be and what are the conditions there?
Yeah, you guys have talked about this wash that's behind the warehouse. So behind that wash is this big neighborhood here with dozens of homes. And you can see on just behind us, one of the firefighters up on the ladder here trying to put some of that water down. And as we were kind of driving through here, you could see this orange glow for miles. I know Lauren talked about it when she saw it in Pomona. I know it was right when I hit the 71 from the 57. You could see it all the way from that distance at 18 miles away. I want to bring in Mona because, Mona, you actually work in one of the warehouses over here. Not this one, not the Kimberly Clark. You work over at Amazon. But you didn't work tonight, luckily.
No.
But everyone over there, you say, was evacuated from the Amazon.
Evacuated Amazon.
And what do you think when you see all of this?
Well, homeless people, the wash there, it gets cold, they barbecue, they try to stay warm, and Everybody's in danger now.
Yeah, we're not sure exactly what started the fire just yet. We do know that they have somebody in custody, so they are looking at the idea this could be arson. But when you look at this, Mona, and you see this orange glow behind these homes, this is pretty threatening.
Scary. It's scary. It reminds me of the fire in L.A. It's scary. It's very scary.
Now, we ran into Mona here. She happened to be here streaming this live to your family back home, letting them know what's kind of happening here. The good news is there's no evacuations that we know of. We have seen quite a bit of the whatever's falling from the sky. We know it's paper products out there. So
yeah,
some of that,
people
perhaps.
are evacuating, but they're not evacuating them. But people have been leaving since I've been here.
Right.
I've been seeing a lot of people leaving their homes. They just left.
Okay.
Packed up some things and took off. And down here, a family left.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, we noticed there are some people who have their cars already backed up at their house, so it's easy access to leave just in case. But again, we got this wash that's between the warehouse and the neighborhood here, so that's some good news. We're going to keep an eye on what's happening over here. I know Lauren's on the scene there getting the latest information on the physical fire itself, but you can see from here just how huge this is. We've been using that word huge, and that's the perfect word for it because it is a huge fire. This big warehouse is more than 1 million square feet, so still trying to get this thing out. We're going to keep you posted on any changes that happen. Again, if anything happens within this neighborhood as to whether or not any evacuations happen, we'll keep you posted on that as well. Guys, we'll send it back to you.
You know, John, I'm so glad that you talked with Mona, how she said that it really does remind you of the danger.
Right.
We've seen what can happen when fires like this are so close to homes. But hopefully the wind will stay calm in that area. Can you tell us, John, are you smelling that smoke? You said you see some ash.
Oh, there's
are
a
you
lot
concerned?
of drones in here.
Are you concerned about air quality?
We haven't really smelled anything out of the ordinary, which is good, right, Joe? You haven't noticed anything, right? And there's not a lot of wind. I don't know if you can see some of the ashes or whatever that are falling, but no, we haven't smelled anything out of the ordinary. Not to say that it's not toxic already, but nothing that we've noticed right off the bat, guys.
All right, it's always those particulate matters
Right.
that get you. Thank you, John, for keeping the neighborhood informed, and Mona there as well. Let's go ahead and check in with meteorologist Belén de Leon, who's watching the conditions and checking the winds.
Yes, thankfully the winds are not particularly strong through that area. So let's take a look at that. And a good indication is that when we were looking at that fire, the plumes were going straight up. If we were to see those plumes going sideways, then that's an indication of some stronger winds that are blowing. But right now we have some light winds there. And for most of Southern California, right now the breeziest conditions are up in the desert. But if you do live in the Ontario area, you smell smoke, hey, it's good to take those precautions anyway, especially because of that neighborhood. If you are in close proximity to where that fire is currently burning, there might be particulates in the air that you can't even see, that are so small that could really get deep into your lungs. So it's best to keep those doors and windows closed. Don't overdo it doing anything outside. If you have to be outside, put on an N95 mask because that has a really good filter on it and it'll help protect you from those really small particulates. And run the AC on recirculate. Also put on your air purifier. This morning, when we take a look at the weather overall, it is starting off cooler. We'll start off with a few clouds at the coast. The temperatures are in the 50s for the most part. And this afternoon, sunshine, highs in the 70s and 80s. We still have rain on the way. I'll be back to talk about the timing. Right now, here's The Drive with Robin.
Yes, keeping an eye on the Ontario area.